I read the will in a state of quiet contemplation. The lawyer's voice, steady and devoid of emotion, delivered the pronouncement. My name appeared just once, followed by the phrase, "Nothing is bequeathed. All assets, every dwelling, every financial instrument, and every bond are to be conveyed to John, my cousin, the one they consistently referred to as their true son." I neither winced nor wept, nor did I utter a sound. I simply remained there, as the cumulative weight of years culminated in a single moment of absolute clarity. That evening Emily accessed my online banking portal. A meticulous ledger of payments unfolded before me. Mortgages, utility services, hospital bills. For decades I had been the silent architect of their solvency, the invisible conduit maintaining the structure of their lives. My parents never once sought assistance from John. Their appeals were directed solely at me, and I complied without a single murmur of protest. With a click, I cancelled the automatic payments. They used to laud him as the golden boy. I was merely the afterthought. On birthdays, he received envelopes overflowing with cash, the kind of sums typically reserved for matrimonial occasions. He would flash a smug grin, pocket the money, and then vanish. Upon my graduation, my father offered a perfunctory, "Good job," as if ticking a box on a checklist. But when John entered a room, their voices would ascend, their faces illuminated with genuine joy. I had grown accustomed to my role as the dependable one, the dutiful one, the shadow. That is, until that will transformed a lifetime of quiet forbearance into cold, calculated resolve. The first communique arrived a fortnight later. Remit the funds for the mortgage. No salutation, no inquiry about my well-being, only a stark demand. I contemplated the screen for a protracted period before responding. "Address your request to your true son." The subsequent silence was a sweet reward. Days elapsed, followed by a succession of frantic calls. My mother's voice, now edged with panic, implored, "Don't be childish. We nurtured you. You are indebted to us." I almost laughed. Nurtured me. They had exploited me. Nonetheless, I maintained my composure, as I always did. "I have read the will," I stated softly. Its terms were unequivocal. Click. That was the onset of their undoing. Devoid of my financial support, the mortgage went into default within 6 weeks. The utilities followed. The house, their cherished citadel, began its descent into foreclosure. I knew this because I tracked it. Every Friday, I accessed public court records, observing their names inch closer to the auction block. John never intervened. Of course, he didn't. He was not predisposed to sacrifice. Then came a second text. "We are being beleaguered by creditors. Transfer a sum." Just this one occasion. I did not reply immediately. I waited until the stroke of midnight before dispatching a single line. "You should contact your heir." The calls grew desperate. I did not block them, instead allowing each voicemail to serve as a new chapter in their downfall. "You ungrateful child. After all we have done for you, do you wish to render us homeless?" Each accusation was fuel. Each word confirmed my victory. And still, I remained silent. But true revenge is not silence. It is impeccable timing. The final act arrived on a bleak Tuesday morning. I was sipping coffee when my mother texted again. This time her tone was different. "We should not have executed the will in that manner. We will confer with a lawyer. Just please send the money." Too late. I typed slowly, each word deliberate, each keystroke a blade. "You have made your selection. Now, live with your son or perish with him." Hours later, John telephoned. His voice was strained, laced with desperation. "Why are you not assisting them? You know I lack that kind of money." For the first time, I allowed my fury to surface. It was not a thunderous outburst, but a quiet, lethal, and ironic amusement. "They declared you their son, their pride, their everything. They bestowed the inheritance upon you. It is time for you to earn it." He began to protest, but I ended the call. Clean final. I did not attend the auction. There was no need. I already knew the conclusion. The property was acquired by strangers. My parents relocated to a cramped apartment John could not afford. Their golden boy, their supposed savior, had become their and I, for the first time in years, felt an exquisite likeness. People mistakenly believe retribution is a raging fire, loud, uncontrollable. They are incorrect. It is silent, calculated, precise. I did not scream when I read that will. I did not beg. I did not fight. I simply ceased paying. And when the collapse came, it was not sudden. It was a slow, inexorable descent. I compelled them to face the consequences of their own choices. Now, when I reflect on it all, I feel no guilt, no remorse, only clarity. For all those years I was the daughter who kept the lights on, who settled the bills, who carried the burden. Yet, in the end, they chose John. And so, I chose myself, and I have never slept so soundly.